Hi my friends, and welcome to part 4 of the October Call 2021. The October Call is a amigurumi call hosted by me, Veronica, the crochet designer and craft teacher behind Garnknuten. If you want to know more about this call and how to join, click on the link down below or go to garnknuten.com/octobercall2021. In this video, I will show you how to crochet part 4 of our secret amigurumi. It's the body, and we will continue from our legs that we did in the previous video. If you'd prefer to follow a written step-by-step pattern, you will find the link to the PDF in the description. To be able to make this part, you need to know how to crochet chain stitches, single crochets, and decreases. Okay, I think that was everything you need to know. Let's start crocheting. So, this is where we ended last time in the previous video. We made a pair of legs. And we waved in the ends on the first leg, but we left the yarn attached to the second leg. And here is where we are going to continue making the body. So we are now making 5 chain stitches. 3, 4, and 5. And now it's time to jump over to the first leg. So we are going to continue making 25 single crochets around this leg. And there we have 25 stitches. Let's just double check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes, 25! Now we are going to continue crocheting 5 single crochets in the chains. And be careful so you don't twist the chain. We want it to be this way. And we start off with here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your piece should look something like this right now. And now we continue to crochet 25 stitches around the second leg. And here is our last stitch on the second leg. So now we have made 25 stitches also on this leg. So the last thing we are going to do on the first row of the body is to crochet 5 single crochets in the back loops of the chains. So 5 single crochets in the back loops of the chains that is in between the both legs. So 1 and 2 somewhere. It's a bit tricky to find the right holes, but no worries. You just poke it through somewhere and count that you have 5 stitches in between the legs. So that's our third and 4th and 5. And here is where our first row ends. Now you should have a total amount of 60 stitches. 25 plus 5 plus 25 plus 5. So that is 60. We are now going to continue crocheting the body around the first leg, the middle part, and the second leg, and back on the middle part and the leg. For the next 11 rows, we are going to crochet 60 single crochets on each row, so we get some height on our secret amigurumi body. I will now speed up this video and come back to you after 11 rows. So this is how your piece should look like after 11 rows with 60 single crochets on each row. Now we are going to start decreasing, and we will make a decrease row on each third row. So we will now start off with the first decrease row, and we will crochet 8 single crochets, 1 decrease, and repeat this 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and a decrease, and repeat this 5 more times. So now we have made 6 decreases, and we should have 54 single crochets or stitches on the previous row. So now it's time to make 2 rows with 54 single crochets on each row. So this is how your body looks like after 2 rows with 54 single crochets. Now it's time for the second row of decreases, and we are going to crochet 7 single crochets, 1 decrease, and repeat this 6 times until we have 48 stitches. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and a decrease, and repeat this 5 more times. And we are done. On the next 2 rows, we are going to crochet 48 single crochets on each row. So now we are done with the 2 rows with only single crochets, and it's time to decrease again. And this time we are crocheting 6 single crochets and 1 decrease and repeating this 6 times. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and a decrease. Continue to repeat this 5 more times until you have 42 stitches. Now it's time for 2 in-between rows again with 42 single crochets on each row. Okay, it's time for our 4th decrease row, and this time we are making 5 single crochets and 1 decrease and repeating this 6 times so that we, by the end of this row, should have 36 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and a decrease. So now you should have 36 stitches, and on the next 2 rows we are going to crochet 36 single crochets. And we have finally arrived at our last row of the body. And this is actually also our last decrease row. So for the next row, we are going to crochet 4 single crochets and 1 decrease and repeat this 6 times until we have 30 stitches, which is also the same amount of stitches that we had on our last row on the head. So the head and the body will now fit perfectly together. And we are finally finished. Whew, that was a big part. But guys, now we just cut off the yarn and save approximately 30 centimeters so that we have something to attach the body and the head together with. And yeah, pull the loop. And then we just have to stuff our body. Guys, we are over halfway through the call. If you haven't signed up yet, no worries. You can go to garnknuten.com/Octobercall2021 and sign up. And yeah, thank you so much for crocheting together with me. I'd love to hear your feedback on the crochet along so far. So put your comments down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!